What is going on, everyone? Welcome, welcome. It's good to be back. I've missed everyone. Welcome to Russell Cooks. How's it going, all? Today we got a great show. We got a fun show today. We'll be cooking some stuff. So I've been playing this game called New World. It's interesting because you can become a cook in it. And it has a whole bunch of really cool recipes and fantastic artwork. And I thought I'd just explore cooking a couple of those recipes today. So we got 2 recipes from New World we're going to be cooking today. Tarragon Poultry sliders. This is going to be easy. This is weeknight friendly. And then a cheesy broccoli soup. Now, I'm going to do these my way. I'm going to try and use the ingredients that they have. I think these ingredients are kind of sparse. You know, it's a game to keep it whatever, but we'll make sure that each of those ingredients ends up in our meal. We're going to start with the cheesy broccoli soup. Now, if you've ever had, and obviously I'm saying cheesy, not just cheddar broccoli soup. If you've ever had broccoli and cheddar soup, yeah, you could just do broccoli, butter, cheese, and milk. Might not come out the best. So I got a few little tricks. We're going to build a little bit more background flavor, a little bit of a backbone, make it a nice rounded, not just broccoli or cheesy or heavy. We're going to try and keep it light. We're also going to try and keep it bright green. All right, first things first, I'm going to start with about 2 pounds of broccoli. And I'm just going to cut the florets off. I'm going to trim the stalks down. But I'm going to also use the stalks. I'm just going to cut a little bit off. So we're going to separate that. We're going to do florets about 1 inch. Don't worry about it. It's going to end up in a blender. This isn't a Michelin star restaurant, so I would cut these florets no bigger than 1 inch. So this one's a little bit big. I'm also going to wash all this. I highly suggest you always wash your broccoli. Sometimes you can get little itty bitty thingies in there, dirt and such. No one wants to eat that. No one wants that in their soup. Onion. So a small onion. This one's probably a little bit too big, but I'll use it. Chop it. Again, everything's going to end up in a blender. Food processor works too. I think a blender makes it a little bit smoother. Got 1 regular clove and a couple small cloves here. Again, don't worry about doing a fine mince. All right, so I got about 2 tablespoons. It's going in my Dutch oven, medium heat. I'm going to get my other ingredients here. Dry mustard powder. I mentioned salt. I'm going to be using a little baking soda now. This is the trick. All right, you can put a little baking soda in with the water and chicken broth and a little bit of milk, and it will just absolutely help cook. Well, I'm not putting the milk in at the same time, but it will help break down and overcook the broccoli in a lot quicker. So as opposed to spending 40 or 45 minutes, you spend about 20. It's fantastic little life hack there. And the other thing is, a lot of these broccoli cheddar soups, they're just not green. They don't look great. They kind of look, I don't want to say. But I have some frozen, cooked, and chopped spinach. I don't think I'm going to use all of it. This is about 1/4 cup. You can stick this in towards the end. And when you blend it up, guess what? You got a green soup. It looks like broccoli soup. You got me monologuing. All right. All right, this is going to take about 6 minutes. Whoo-wee, already smell that garlic and the broccoli. Oh my goodness. Very vegetable forward. Alright. Ingredients here. I did about 5 ounces cheddar. Buy the blocks, don't buy the shredded cheese. Buy the blocks and shred it yourself, because if you do the shredded cheese, it's going to change the consistency. It's coated in cornstarch and such. No one wants that in your soup. Got a teaspoon. Alright. Alright, I'm going to do 2 cups chicken broth. This is going to go in with some water. 2, 3, 4 cups of water. We'll play it by ear. And then towards the end, I'm going to add a little bit of milk. Give it a little bit of richness, which will be nice. Alright, let's drop the heat to low. I want to simmer this covered. I want to cook. Well, I want to make sure it's simmering first. Looks like it's about simmering. Alright, I'm going to cover it. I'm going to just cook the junk out of it. Bye-bye, broccoli. Alright, alright. So this is going to take about 20 minutes. Alexa, set a 20-minute timer, please. Don't forget to be polite to your Alexa. She's just as good as Derek. Alexa, set a 20-minute timer, please.
Second timer, 20 minutes, starting now.
Second time's the charm. Here we go. Alright, I got chicken. I got a nice little spice mix. Just going to get it on, sear it up. While it's searing, I'm going to make a little tarragon aioli. Just mayo, tarragon, lemon juice, salt, pepper. Got my slider buns. Alright, I'm probably going to keep the chicken hot and then serve everything here together. I want everything to come out at the same time. This is a good recipe too if you don't like handling chicken. I'm not going to cut the chicken. I'm going to cut it after I cook it. It tends to shrink a little bit, so you don't have to handle raw chicken. You can just put it straight on, cut it afterwards to size, because it shrinks. And if you cut it down and then it shrinks too much or not enough, let's cook it first and then cut it to size for the slider. That would make these amazing. There we go, we're looking good here. We can temp it in a minute. This is thin sliced chicken. I like the thin sliced. It's easier to eat, easier to cook. Alright, chicken's all done. I'm going to pop it in the oven, keep it warm. 3 tablespoons mayo, if you got it. Don't run out. Got about a tablespoon of tarragon. I'm going to do about a teaspoon lemon juice. This packs a punch. This is potent. That's why I'm not making a ton. You can add a little bit of dill or parsley to this. Make a little green goddess dressing if you want. I'm not doing that. But you can. Make it yours. Ooh, pinch of salt here. Alright. It's a little thin. I'll get a little more mayo in here. Keep this simple. Keep this simple. Alright. I think we can do this in an hour. It's a nice weeknight dinner. It's just something new to do with chicken too. I mean, like, you just cook up the chicken, get a little seasoning, you make yourself a little sauce, you have a little slider. with soup. It's just something new. You know, eat chicken 4,000 different ways. I'm always looking for new ways to eat chicken.
You have 2 times on this device. Timer with about 1 second left.
Just shut it down, Alexa, please. I don't need the lip.
10 seconds left. Which one do you want to play?
Oh, look how this broke down completely. Just stirring it. I'm not mashing it or pureeing it. That is what the baking soda did. All right. Let's get my chicken broth in there. I'm just going to put a little bit. Oh, you want to bring this up to a boil. I'm going to put all of it in. Bring it up to a simmer. You always want to cook it, especially if it's been sitting in your fridge. Bring it up to a boil. Then we're going to get it in the not food processor, the blender. We'll get the rest of our liquid in as we need. Milk, cheese, cheddar. And then we're good. Man, maybe I should have made croutons. We still got a little bit of time. We got our broccoli cooking up. I'm going to put in the frozen spinach because I want this green and green. But I'm going to put it in. It's already cooked. Frozen spinach is already cooked, so I'm going to put it in the blender. This guy's big, so I can probably do all the soup in it. If you've got a smaller blender, just do half. Make sure the lid's on tight. You got a towel. No one wants exploding hot soup. You gotta go. All right. Oh man, let's try not to spill all over my nice clean stove. Yeah. It just smells like broccoli. Just that cooked broccoli smell. I don't know how to describe it. Very vegetal. A little bit of sweetness. You smell that. All right, I'm putting my cheddar in. I'm going to put a little milk in for a little bit more creaminess. About a cup. Remember, that's in the recipe. New World recipe. And then we got, where's my parm go? Right here. My parm. Now let's blend it up and hopefully I don't get scarred. Oh, my spinach. One of you about to say spinach? I hope so. I should change my name to the Forgetful Chef. Let's go. Oh. Helps if I plug it in. Start off real slow. Ooh, let's see. Serving it right away, I'd say rinse out the pot, get it back in the pot. You can keep it warm that way. But I really highly suggest you serve it almost immediately. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to do my sliders, and then I'm going to pour myself some soup. I'll do some with tomato, some without. You know, the kids are not going to like it with. We'll try it. Just the right amount of sauce, too. Nothing's wasted here. All right. Boom. All right. Look at this. Look how green it is. You can see all the bubbles. Very aerated. Now that looks like broccoli cheddar soup. It doesn't look like army green or just pale green soup. You know what? The dog might have snatched it. I'm going to put a little extra parm on here. Make it look good. You can always serve it with lemon wedges if it's a little rich. Or, if it's not rich enough, you can put more cheese on it. Look at that. An hour. 4:33 Eastern time here. I started around this time. Prepped it, cooked it. Hour. Got all my soup. Let's see how much this made. This was up to the maximum, 64 ounces. It's 8 cups. 8 cups of soup. Wow. Volume-wise, cup. Not like go to a restaurant, order a cup of soup. Who knows how much they give you. Could be 6 ounces. You know. Now this one's plain. I should have put pickles on it. It's so good. It's juicy. It's easy. Flavorful. Now this is a showstopper. Let's get this microphone out of here. This is brilliant. I like this. I like this a lot, and I'll tell you why. Because it tastes like broccoli with some cheese on it. It doesn't taste like cheddar flavored with some broccoli. The first instant it hits your mouth, it's just broccoli, boom. And then it kind of like fades and you get that creamy, cheesy complexity that comes in and just really everything moves together. This is really good. And it's not heavy. This isn't something that like I feel like weighted down now. It's like I don't want to say it's refreshing because it's not like, you know, a cold glass of water on a hot day. But it like warms you, but it's not heavy. It's light. Everyone, have a good one. See you next time.